He is LSU football's head coach, as well as the national champion head coach, and the man who is sending the presumed first overall pick into the draft in Joe Burrow. He is Ed Orgeron. How are you, Coach O?
Rich, you're doing fine here in Louisiana. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing fine. My family's happy and healthy. I'm doing everything that I need to try and stay safe and staying away from anything that I don't need to be at. And I know that that's something that you spoke to in a video this week, and I'd love to give you the floor on that, Coach O.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty important. The governor approached me of doing the PSA for protection against the coronavirus, and they made the script, and I read the script, and I thought it was very good, especially about having the game plan about the seriousness of this disease that's hitting our country. But you know what? We need to fight it. We need to battle it. We need to take precautions and protect our family, protect our team, and that's what we're doing here at LSU.
Now, and I'm sure you in particular, certainly in that state, and I think nationally, it's an important voice, yours, Coach. Not only because it's very distinctive, but also because there's tons of millennials, college kids that may not be taking this as serious as they should. That maybe they hear it from you, it might mean something.
Yes, it affects all ages, and it is very critical that we adhere to what the government is telling us to protect ourselves, stay at home, don't go out unless you absolutely have to, and just protect ourselves. We got to even this thing out. We're in the battle. We're in the battle of something very big across this country. But you know what? I know this country. I know the people of this country. We will fight, and we'll get it right.
When did you first realize that this might affect your football season and your preparation for the next football season, Coach?
Obviously everything was changing day by day by day. We heard things shutting down, and then all of a sudden they tell me that the school's shutting down and everything is closed and the weight room is closed. And so, we took it very serious. Most of our young men went home. They went home with some workouts they kept doing their own, obviously not at the gym. We just got to weather the storm, but their health and their concern is first with us.
Ed Orgeron, LSU Tigers head coach here on the Rich Eisen Show. Spring practice is history. Do you have any idea, any sense, or any planning about when you think college football might be back on a gridiron in a manner that is close to normal? Have you had any conversations with anybody about getting back out there, when to expect it?
It's pretty much unknown, to be honest with you. They set the date for April 15th, which may be that date or may be pushed back. Hopefully that we get some days back, maybe in June or something like that. I don't know. But obviously, I want to start camp in August, and hopefully by August we have this thing taken care of.
How is this affecting recruiting, Coach, in terms of how you're contacting anybody, or clearly traveling and in-home visits are going to be verboten for the time being? How has this affected that part of your job?
It's affected us a bunch. We have one of the top graduate assistant transfers come and visit us the weekend that they said that they couldn't visit anybody. He was at the airport with his parents, and we had to send them back home. So obviously it's affecting on-campus visits. But we do have enough time now that nobody's at school. Some of our coaches are in the office. We are texting recruits when they're at home. We're calling them. So that's an advantage for us right now. But I think everybody's on hold, and everybody's protecting their family first.
Ed Orgeron, LSU Tiger head coach, right here on the Rich Eisen Show. You sent, I believe, 16 or 17 kids to the combine this year from LSU. How often has your phone been ringing off the hook from NFL scouts, coaches about your kids?
Yeah, here's what we hear. Although they're very talented, they're very pleased with the character of our young men. And that's what I talk to most scouts and coaches about. And obviously they're led by Joe Burrow, who I think is going to be the number one guy in the draft. We have a possibility of having 6 first-round picks in the draft, and we're very proud of that.
What is your take on the sense that prevailed all the way through the Super Bowl and up to the Combine and perhaps even past the Combine, that Joe Burrow wants no part of Cincinnati and is trying to avoid being drafted first overall because of the Bengals?
Yeah, I don't think there's any truth to that at all. Knowing Joe, He wants to be the top pick. He wants to compete. And plus, Cincinnati's close to his home, so I think this would be perfect for him.
Okay, so you don't think there's any there? Have you had any conversations with him on that front at all?
No, not really. We don't have to talk about that. I know Joe's hurt. Joe's hard. He's a competitor, and I would be shocked if that ever came out of Joe Burrow's mouth.
And then when it comes to the rest of your Tiger grouping, which one you want to pound the table for that might not be on the radar screen of a lot of NFL fans that you think should be drafted higher than might be the stock that's been placed in him so far, Coach?
I don't know where they have Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but he along with Joe Burrow, he was a different style team. The young man is electric. I tell everybody when Clyde walks into the room, he's 6'4", 270. And he's done a tremendous job. He was a running back that broke tackles. He caught the ball out of the backfield. He helped out empty package, and a tremendous young man. And,
when did you first hear of him? His story is fascinating to me, Coach.
Yeah, Clyde was committed to Coach Miles' staff. That was the year I became interim coach.
Mm-hmm.
We kept him. We had to fight for him. But we watched the film. We evaluated him. We knew he'd be a good football player. I always thought that he was underrated. He reminded me a lot of Maurice Jones-Drew, who we had to go against when I was at USC. We thought he'd be a great back. But he developed here at LSU into being one of the best backs we've had here in a long time.
And, Coach Dabo Swinney, when Deshaun Watson was coming out, Watson wasn't being talked about first overall, and he said that he was Michael Jordan in cleats, and anybody who passed him up was going to regret it, and that anybody who didn't put a first-round grade on him should be fired from their job. What is Burrow in cleats? Would you say that he's got some sort of comparison to whom, in your estimation?
I don't know myself, Tom Brady. Okay,
we lost Coach O.
Just the mention of Tom Brady caused the phone line to go dead.
Uh-oh.
We'll get Coach O back on.
Get him back on. I was like, what the hell? I just looked down. I'm like, what is that?
Oh, wait, there he is. Mike, just pick it up.
Back.
Pick it up.
Oh, wait, he's got him.
Hold on a second.
Stand by. I wanted to get him first. That's funny. There he is.
Coach, you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we just lost you when you were comparing him to who?
Tom Brady. I think that I'm not saying he's going to be Tom Brady, going to have the success he has, but I do believe that Joe has the smarts, the intangibles that it takes to be a championship quarterback. When I watch the Patriots play and I see Tom Brady, Joe reminds me a lot of them. Now, I don't know Tom Brady personally, but I would assume that Joe has some of the traits that he has that you can't measure in the quarterback.
So then what when you see Brady play goes, oh, that does look like Burrow to me? Like, what about that?
A winner. He wants the ball in his hands. He believes he's going to win every game. You give Tom Brady the ball with 46 seconds left and he's down by 7, the likelihood of him winning, he's going to win. He's won a lot of games at the end. He leads his football team, and Joe gave us the sense in every game that we were going to win. Even though we were down by 10 against Clemson, nobody ever blinked because we knew Joe would take us out the hole.
And you think he could he handle that comparison, Coach?
Well, I think Joe can handle anything. He has that kind of mentality. He has that kind of grit to him. As you saw after the game, he is not shy about anything. Joe's a competitor, and he's ready for this NFL.
And New England is losing Tom, as you may have heard earlier today. You've already lost your Brady to the NFL in Joe Brady. What is your plan to, once LSU football starts up again, to replace such a crucial part of your staff, Coach?
Well, I hired Scott Linehan. Scott is the head coach of St. Louis Rams, NFL defensive coordinator, a lot of experience. One of the things I hired him because he called third down defenses, third down offenses. Obviously, he called the red zone. That's what Joe Brady did for us. I think Scott Linehan is a fantastic fit for us. And to replace Joe Burrow, we have a young man in Miles Brennan who has a very strong arm. He's matured under Joe Burrow. I think he's going to be an outstanding quarterback.
And Coach, as the rumors are flying right now, as you and I are talking about Cam Newton perhaps not being the quarterback for Joe Brady and the Panthers, as it looks like they're going to part ways, and there's a lot of finger pointing as to who's created that, and that Teddy Bridgewater might come in. How do you think, just again, I know this is potentially not your area of staring down an area of expertise, but how do you think Bridgewater would fit into what Joe Brady has done? You at least know what his mind would work like in terms of what quarterback in the NFL might work.
Well, obviously, Joe was with Teddy Bridgewater, so there's a connection there. He worked with him. He saw him grow up under Sean Payton, who's one of the best offensive minds out there. So I can see that connection. I guess that we're assuming that, but I can see that connection, no question.
All right, Coach. Before I do let you go, sir, one more moment, if you don't mind, to just tell anybody that you might have any sway with in an age group that may not be taking the coronavirus seriously enough. Please, I give you the floor on that.
Yeah, this is nothing to play with. I urge everyone to take this coronavirus very serious. Do the necessary things it takes to protect yourself, your family, and our country. Go Tigers.